Alright. Are you ready to read this?
Hermione watched as Harry talked to Katie Bell. Her friend was obsessed with Draco Malfoy. That's what the fuck?
Draco Malfoy, and with good reasons. She had listened to everything Harry had overheard and suspected without really considering the facts that he was giving her. She had known Malfoy for almost 6 years now, in which she'd never considered the possibility that the boy would be following his father's footsteps.
The Slytherin was powerful, and he had more money than most people could dream of. Oh man, this is written. Oh, he was cunning and smart, and she had refused to believe that he would follow a monster that killed just as many purebloods as he'd killed Muggleborns.
I don't know what that is.
No, that means like the people that aren't like purebloods means like,
that aren't full wizards or whatever.
Yeah, that aren't. Yeah, she ignored Harry because of her conclusion, and that was a mistake. She forgot to consider one crucial aspect of the human mind: protection. She was confident that he would have never been a Death Eater had his father not been imprisoned. He had only his mother now, and Voldemort was the only way to protect her.
But because of her fight with Ron, she had all the time she needed to collect all the facts, discard some of them, put some together, retrieve what she deemed unimportant, and had it fallen into place. She had not told Harry or Ron what she'd figured out, as there was a bigger game to play.
So, when Draco Malfoy entered the hall, and his face was as white as a sheet, as soon as he saw the Gryffindor's chaser, she stood up to follow him, and he turned on his heel. Okay. This should have been proofread, but okay. She saw that Harry had noticed the Slytherin as well, and she gestured for him that she would go. Harry, who wanted Hermione to believe him, let her go, hoping that she would see what he had already seen. Hermione followed Malfoy through the corridors, trying to shove as little students out of her way.
What does that mean?
I don't know if it means like as few students.
Just trying to shove the smallest ones out of her way.
Harry was checking the map, and she couldn't afford to let him know what she was doing this. That he was doing this. Here you go.
So she put her wand in her sleeve, knowing that a wounded animal was a dangerous animal, and entered the bathroom. Apparently, Draco's animal is wounded in the bathroom.
I know.
Draco, she whispered so she wouldn't startle the student. The boy, shaking and tears running down his cheeks, tried to compose himself and sneered at her.
Is this a teen or is this an M one? Because I can say this is like hot sex in the bathroom.
No, hot sex is adult fanfiction.net. This is regular fanfiction.net.
Oh, okay. I know what you're going to do, Malfoy. And I want to talk to you about it. You know nothing, you filthy mudblood, the boy retorted.
Your mission is the murder of Albus Dumbledore, Hermione stated calmly.
Oh, no.
That one had not been that hard to figure out. The poison and the necklace had both been for someone inside the castle. Harry had eliminated himself as the target, knowing that as the necklace had been meant for him, he would have died that day. The poison could have been for Slughorn, but for the fact that he'd meant to give it to Dumbledore had been enough to confirm her suspicions. Draco's mission was a punishment, to accomplish the impossible. Knowing that there was no way he could talk himself out of this, Draco decided that he should try to find out what she knew.
What are you going to do about it? Report me? Draco laughed, sounding close to hysterics.
This was the dark point. Was she going to let him sweat by thinking that she already knew she was something? Help!
Letting him think that she was telling the headmaster. Was she going through with a plan that could possibly destroy everything?
Or was she going through with a plan that could possibly destroy everything, period?
She knew the risks, but Dumbledore did too. This was the only way she could help.
Why should I? He already knows.
The words left her mouth, and guilt started to creep inside her mind. She ignored what she felt and continued. Malfoy's voice was tinted green.
Why was it tinted green? Is he like puking or something?
Maybe he had like one of the I don't know. He looked like he was going to collapse at any moment. I'm never going to be able to do it. The Dark Lord is going to kill me.
I think that you'll be more successful because he knows. In fact, you've already succeeded.
What? His head shot up and as he looked into her eyes, like the whole world was changing.
Tell me, Draco, do you know what happened to Dumbledore's hand?
He was poisoned, but it has been contained to his hand. Okay. That does not make him dead or dying, Granger.
So the poison makes him undead? Is that what that just said?
That's not what it's supposed to say.
You should have recognized the signs, Malfoy. It's temporary.
The moment he realized what he meant, his eyes started to shine with joy. Hermione felt disgusted, and somebody could be happy because someone's inevitable death. But he reminded herself that she was not to judge here. She was not here to judge. That joy was almost immediately replaced by suspicion.
That joy.
Why would you tell me?
He asked, his eyes narrowing. Because I need you.
Oh my god. Yes. For what exactly?
You know that Professor Snape has sworn the unbreakable vow, do you not?
He's an idiot.
Draco stated plainly.
He doesn't see our love for each other.
Affect him in any other way, and they didn't see that love affects each other because they were gonna screw later.
Yeah, they're gonna bone. They're gonna bone like no tomorrow. Like they have no bones.
Maybe. But it means one thing. Either of you has to kill Dumbledore before the poison spreads, or Snape will die.
So the man has been bothering me all year.
Because it means that you messed up.
I'm done with this.
Your mother asked him to make the vow in the first place, which will result in her death.
How sad.
Oh, man. I think.
And make sure your precious friends never do anything, you stupid idiot, imbecile.
There's no conflict in the story. There's just some shit in the bathroom.
I'll make sure your precious friends are safe.
Are safe? We are going to save your friends.
We never had this conversation.
No, it's we've never. So we have never had. We have had. Hey, look, the glasses reflect. Does the glass like reflect or like what? Does the glass like?
You could have an opaque piece of glass, honey bun.
But in this mirror, she was a traitor. Something. Oh wait, here's the author's moral at the bottom. We always think that our own reasons are just, but is it others that judge? So I asked her, was what she did right? Or did she have no right to give all those secrets away? She prevents that Draco becomes a murderer and gave more certainty to a sketchy plan.
There are any reviews?
But at what cost? Is she truly a traitor? There are no reviews, and we are going to be the first one.
Hey, kitty.
So, this has been...
This has been here for like a year, probably, at least.
Is it? No, this is the Just In section.
Okay. Man, do we troll the living shit out of this person?
We are going to put it on YouTube, and then hopefully, you know, they will see it, and then they will see what it sounded like read out loud, and then they will go from there.
Man, do you have Ventrilo? Or Vent? How did they change it, though?
Ventrilo?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Holy shit.
But
you don't know what it is?
But we're ending the video. Which I don't remember how to do.
Wait, what? In the video? We're ending?
How do I end the video?
Oh, capture.